Dear students of grade 11, that is first year, we did the lesson. Now we are going to do the comprehension of the lesson. And the first question is, why does the kite stress on you to be continuously vigilant? Now firstly you have to understand the question. Why does kite stress on youth? Why is Quaid-e-Azam stressing in his speech on the youth? First thing is, he is addressing the youth. He has been invited to a convocation. Now in Dhaka there was a convocation in a university, and Quaid-e-Azam is invited over there to address the students on their convocation, the day that they had passed and they were being given their degrees and they were qualifying to enter their new life. Now here, continuously vigilant means students have to be active continuously. In the third paragraph of the first page, that's page 2 of the lesson, Kite starts, in addressing you, I am not here speaking to you as head of the state. Now here Quaid-e-Azam is telling the students that I am not talking to you as head of a state, not as a president, not as anyone. I am just talking to you as a friend, and as one who has always held you in affection, that I always have loved students. Many of you have today got your diplomas and degrees, and I congratulate you, just as you have won the laurels in your university. Now Quaid-e-Azam is telling the students that you have qualified, you have passed your final exam. Some of you will not continue to study. Here it is written, this is the end of your scholastic career. Now by scholastic career means that some of the students are not going to take admission in the master's programs. They are going to finish their education and enter life into a practical form, in the form of being in a job. Entering the practical life is working. Now Quaid-e-Azam says on, unlike your predecessors, unlike the students that came before you who passed or qualified their exam before partition, you are different. You fortunately, luckily, leave this university to enter life under a sovereign, independent state of your own. Now Quaid-e-Azam is congratulating all these students that you are the lucky ones. You're not like your predecessors, the people, the children who came before you. You are the lucky ones, as you are entering a new state, a new independent state in which you can live freely. We have broken the shackles of slavery. Now Quaid-e-Azam is telling the students that we have broken all the shackles, the tough life of slavery, the problems of slavery. We are now a free people. We are now a free country. Our state is our own state. Our government is our own government of the people, responsible to the people of the state and working for the good of the state. Freedom, however, does not mean license. Now Quaid-e-Azam is explaining this to the students, that freedom or a free country does not mean that you get a license to do anything good or bad. You are supposed to follow certain rules. It does not mean that you can now behave just as you please and do what you like, irrespective of the interests of other people or of the state. That you have to be careful about the people living with you, your neighbors, your people at work. You have to take care of everyone. A great responsibility tests on you, and on the contrary, now more than ever, it is necessary for us to work as a united and disciplined nation. What is now required of us all is constructive spirit, and not the militant spirit of the days when we were fighting for our freedom. Now Quaid-e-Azam is telling the students that the way we worked for our freedom, that was a different phase of life, and now the phase has changed. Now you have to work and live like responsible citizens of a free new country. Here the Quaid-e-Azam is telling the students to be vigilant constantly, because this new change can be brought about and can be handled only by the youth of a country. The young generation of a country can easily handle the new changes because they are bright, they have hardly finished education, they are fresh, and they are all energetic. A student is the root cause of success for a country, because he is fresh, he is energetic, and he knows how to handle stress, and all his energies, once put forth in the positive form, can bring lots and lots of success to our country. That is why Quaid-e-Azam is addressing the youth of the convocation of a university, because youth are the people who can bring change, a positive change in any country. And in this first question, the writer is asking for what kind of change and consistency that the youth need to handle in order to be successful.